Hello, can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? I've been doing the quiz all on my own. I've done most of the first round. Okay, yeah, there was a technical breakdown as usual. As it's called me. Right, okay. Yeah, I've been here all the time, talking to myself, obviously. Right, let's start again then. Let's go through them. Right, here we go then. Question number 1. Which US actor has children named Rumer, R-U-M-E-R, Scout, and Tallulah, and the mother is Demi Moore? Question number 2. In August 1960, Chad in Central Africa became independent from which country? Question number 3. Which country has the internet domain .es? So which country has the internet domain .es? Question 3. Question number 4. Snow cap and snow crown are varieties of which vegetable? So snow cap and snow crown are varieties of which vegetable? Question number 5. Who had a 1973 hit with Rubber Bullets? So who had a 1973 hit with Rubber Bullets? Question number 6. What was the name of Captain Pugwash's ship? So question 6, what was the name of Captain Pugwash's ship? Question number 7. On the packaging of what type of food product are you most likely to find Cornelius? On the packaging of what type of food product are you most likely to find Cornelius? That's question 7. Question 8. Which musical instrument is the national symbol of Ireland? So question 8. Which musical instrument is the national symbol of Ireland? Question number 9. How many squares in total are there on a Monopoly board? So question 9, how many squares in total are there on a Monopoly board? And finally, question 10 in this round. Which ear did Vincent van Gogh partially cut off? So finally, question 10 in this round. Which ear did Vincent van Gogh partially cut off? You sure you heard that, Jill? Ear, 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 ear. Yeah, which ear? Right. Okie dokie. Let's go. Here we go. So here's the questions then recapped on the screen. Question 1. Which US actor had children named Rumour, Scout and Tallulah with Demi Moore? In August 1980, Chad in Central Africa independent from which country? Question 3. Which country has the internet domain .ts? Question 4. Snow cap and snow crown are varieties of which vegetable? Question 5. Who had a 1973 hit with Rubber Bullets? Question 6. What was the name of Captain Pugwash's ship? 7. On the packaging of what type of food would you find Cornelius? 8. Which musical instrument is the national symbol of Ireland? 9. How many squares are there in total on a Monopoly board? And finally, question 10. Which ear did Vincent van Gogh partially cut off? Right, I'll give you a few seconds on those before I stick my ugly mug back on the screen. Okay, here's the answers to round number 1. Question 1. Which US actor had children named Rumour, Scout and Tallulah? That was Bruce Willis. Number 2. In August 1960, Chad became independent from France. Question 3. The internet domain .es, of course, España, Spain. Question 4. Snow cap and snow crown are varieties of cauliflower. Question 5. Who had a 1973 hit with Rubber Bullets? That was 10cc. Question 6. What was the name of Captain Pugwash's ship? That was, of course, the Black Pig. 7. On the packaging, what type of food product would you like to find Cornelius? It's breakfast cereal. He was the Kellogg's Cornflakes Rooster. So it'd be on breakfast cereal is the answer. Question 8. The musical instrument national symbol of Ireland is the harp. Question 9. How many squares in total are there in the Monopoly board? Well, it's 10 on each side, so that's 40. And finally, which ear did Vincent van Gogh partially cut off? It was his left ear. So, okay. So, Scott, tell you how good my phone is here. The message you sent me has just come through, but that was about God knows how long ago. Yeah. We work on Churchdown time. It's different to everybody else's. Right. Okay. DJ 6 and 7 mix 7 Jewel 6 Steve 6 Scott 8. Okay, well done. Okay then, round 2. Each of these questions have got 3 options, so I'll give you the read the question out. There's 3 options for you. So question 1, the highest peak in Europe I'll check that one, Mick. I might be double counting. Never could count really. I took that straight off of a quiz question. I didn't check it. I assumed it was right. I took it straight off of a quiz site. But I will check it in a minute. I'll count them. But okay. Round 2. Question number 1. The highest peak in Europe is in which country? Is it in France, Norway, or Russia? The highest peak in Europe is in which country? Is it in France, Norway, or Russia? Question number 2. Roger Federer has won Wimbledon a record 8 times, but in what year was his first triumph? 2001, 2003, or 2005? So Roger Federer has won Wimbledon a record 8 times, but in what year was his first triumph? 2001, 2003, or 2005? Question number 3. The Social Network is a film about the founding of which major website? Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok? So The Social Network is a film about the founding of which major website? Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok? Question number 4. What is the national animal of Scotland? Is it a stag, a bear, or a unicorn? So what is the national animal of Scotland? A stag, a bear, or unicorn? Question number 5. What is the most sold flavour of Walker crisps? Plain, salt and vinegar, or cheese and onion? So what is the most sold flavour of Walker's crisps? Plain, salt and vinegar, or cheese and onion? That's question 5. Question number 6. How many chukkers are there in a polo match? 4, 6, or 8? So how many chukkers are there in a polo match? 4, 6, or 8? Question 7. Which country in the world is believed to have the most miles of motorway? USA, China, or Germany? Which country in the world is believed to have the most miles of motorway? USA, China, or Germany? Question number 8. In what year did the Beatles split up? 1970, 1971 or 1972? Might be a clue somewhere there. Question 8. In what year did the Beatles split up? 1970, 1971 or 1972? Question number 9. Who is the longest serving presenter on the BBC children's show Blue Peter? Was it Peter Purves, John Noakes or Valerie Singleton? So who was the longest serving presenter of the BBC children's show Blue Peter? Was it Peter Purves, John Noakes or Valerie Singleton? And finally, question 10. A screwdriver cocktail is orange juice, ice, and which spirit? Is it gin, rum, or vodka? So question 10. A screwdriver cocktail is orange juice, ice, and which spirit? Gin, rum, or vodka? So we'll put the questions up on the screen. Take me off. There we go. So yeah, I just confirmed it's 40. There are nine squares in between the 4 corner squares. So there's, I think, Whitechapel, Old Kent Road, Super Tax and Chance, and then a station, it's 5. Then there's a 3, and I think another one, a community chest in between. So there's 9 plus the 4 corners, so it's 40. Hey, the question was right. Okay, here we go then. Question 1, the highest peak in Europe is in which country? France, Norway or Russia? Roger Federer has won Wimbledon a record 8 times. In what year was his first triumph? 2001, 2003, 2005. 3, the social networks of the film about the founder of which major website? Facebook, Instagram or TikTok? Question 4, what is the national animal of Scotland? Is it a stag, a bear or unicorn? 5, what is the most sold flavour of Walker's crisps? Plain, salt and vinegar or cheese and onion? 6, how many chukkers are there in a polo match? 4, 6 or 8? 7, which country in the world is believed to have the most miles of motorway? USA, China or Germany? Question 8, in what year did the Beatles split up? 1970, 71 or 72? 9, who is the longest serving presenter of the BBC children's show Blue Peter? Peter Purves, John Noakes or Valerie Singleton? And finally, question 10, a screwdriver cocktail is orange juice, ice and which spirit? Gin, rum or vodka? I'll give you 30 seconds just to change all your answers on those. Now you've seen them. The questions, that is. And yeah. Yeah, Scott, where's Anne? She's out at the moment. I think she's with Lynn. So not around at the moment. I've been deserted. Home alone. Okay, here goes the answers to this round then. Highest peak in Europe is in Russia. It's Mount Everest. Question 2, Roger Federer started the first triumph was in 2003. The Social Network is a film about Facebook. Question 4, what is the national animal of Scotland? It's in fact the unicorn. Question 5, most sold flavour of Walker's crisps is cheese and onion. Question 6, how many chukkers are there in a polo match? There are 6 chukkers in a polo match. Which country has the most miles of motorway? Well, it's China. Question 8, in what year did the Beatles split up? It was 1971. Question 9, who is the longest serving presenter of the BBC children's show Blue Peter? That was John Noakes. Did over 12 years, I believe. And question 10, a screwdriver cocktail is an orange juice, ice, and which spirit? It's vodka. So I'll give you a chance to do your scores on those. And so just leave those up on the screen. Let's take those down. Put me back up. Okay. The scores are coming in. Jill 6, thank you. Mick 5. Yeah, these are always on those rounds, aren't they? That's why I put them in. Either or, good guess. Okay, Dave. What year was it then? Well, technically, they didn't split up according to you. Is that what it was? 5 for Steve. Thank you. Linda, oh dear. Yeah, these rounds often do separate them. Dave Jones 97. All right, we'll check that on the website some stage, Dave, but not now. You're wrong. Yeah, you and your music questions. I know you're never wrong on music. And you get Scott 4. Yeah, tough round that one. I'll give you that. It's tough round. Okay. No pictures tonight, but what we've got is, there we go. There are 11 UK cities beginning with the letter S. Can you name them? And I said as a clue, there are 3 saints and 1 city in Scotland. So there are 11 UK cities beginning with the letter S. Can you name them? There's a clue, there are 3 saints and 1 city in Scotland. So I'll give you about 5 minutes or so to think about that. I'm hoping most of you can get close to the 11. The quiz question that was original, it says there are only 10, but when I look down, quite clearly that there are more. There's one more that they must have missed off. So as I say, I'll give you about 5 minutes on those. Okay, Dave, I've looked it up. 1970, I will let you have. So if anybody's put 70 on that last one, just let me know and I'll add another point to the quiz. But the Beatles, according to this, was April the 10th, 1970, not 71. I admit I'm wrong. So Jill got an extra point. Dave got an extra point. Anyone else get an extra point for the Beatles 1970? No, don't worry, Mick. I won't take any points away. No, it's my fault. Just put it down. So it was a bad question, but I'll leave it. Anybody got 71? It's fine. I'm not going to take points off people. The prize money is the same as usual, so it won't matter too much at the end if you lose a point. But I'm not going to. Another couple of minutes on these S's. I think probably don't need to take too long over them. Probably go and have a cup of tea or something. Okay, another minute, and then we'll get going. Sorry. Yes, Jill. Okay, I think you've had enough time on this one. So let's bring up the answers to the cities. Doesn't matter what order you got them in, but here we go. He says. Right, so here's the 11. So Salford, Salisbury, Sheffield, Southampton, St Albans, St David's, Stirling, the only one in Scotland, Stoke, Sunderland, Swansea, and St Asaph. On the original quiz question, it said 10, but they didn't add in St Asaph, so that's why you've got 11. So 11 points on this one, not 10. So I'll leave that up there so you can check them off for a minute. But Salford, Salisbury, Sheffield, Southampton, St Albans, St David's, Stirling, Stoke, Sunderland, Swansea, and as I say, St Asaph was the one that they missed off the original list. Stuck. Stuck isn't a city. City of Stoke-on-Trent. Stuck-on-Trent. Yeah. Stuck. Just the way I talk. Stuck on you. Something like that anyway. Okay, if you're all happy with that, you can bung the scores through. Yeah, 21, Steve, and Viva 8. Scott 6. 18. 9, yeah. Steve and Trev 8. You got that one. Jill, how many did Jill get? 5. 18. Linda got 9. 20. How did you get Dave? Dave 8. Well done. 19. I think that's everybody. Okay. Let's go back to me. Okay. Moving on to round number 3. Well, stroke 4, but 3 of the answer quiz. Just the way I do it. Okay, then. Question number 1. Which famous sporting event has Hugh Laurie competed in? Which famous sporting event has Hugh Laurie competed in? Question number 2. On which street do the Dursleys live in the Harry Potter series? On which street do the Dursleys live in the Harry Potter series? Question number 3. Another Beatles question tonight. I've gone mad on Beatles. Question 3. Which Beatles song was rumoured to be about the drug LSD, which is in the title? Which Beatles song was rumoured to be about the drug LSD? Question 4. Which senior British Army officer is depicted on the famous "Your Country Needs You" poster? So which senior British Army officer was depicted on the famous "Your Country Needs You" poster? way back First World War time, I think. Question number 5. Which is the highest mountain in England? So question 5, sorry. What is the highest mountain in England? Question number 6. After the 2012 London Olympics, to what was the Olympic Stadium renamed? After the 2012 London Olympics, to what was the Olympic Stadium renamed? Question number 7, another choice of 3. What is the best-selling fiction book of all time in the UK? Is it The Hobbit, The Da Vinci Code, or 50 Shades of Grey? What is the best-selling fiction book of all time in the UK? Is it The Hobbit, The Da Vinci Code, or 50 Shades of Grey? Question number 8. In which county would you find Bolsover Castle and the Blue John Mine? In which county would you find Bolsover Castle and the Blue John Mine? Blue John, very famous stone, only found in one place in this country. Question number 9. In entertainment, what is the longest running Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? In entertainment, what is the longest running Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? I suppose the Bible's got a lot of fiction in it, Dave. Don't know how many copies we bought over here, though. And question number 10 in this round. What O is the opposite of transparent? Oh, must get tested for virus. Keep coughing. Question 10. What O is the opposite of transparent? Okay. Here we go. Take me out. I must drink more and stop coughing then. Okay, here's the questions recapped. Question 1, which famous sporting event has Hugh Laurie competed in? Question 2, on which street do the Dursleys live in the Harry Potter series? Missed a word off there, but. Question 3, which Beatles song was rumoured to be about, I can't spell, to be about drug LSD? Question 4, which senior British Army officer was depicted on the famous Your Country Needs You poster back in the day? Question 5, what is the highest mountain in England? After the 2012 London Olympics, I should have put, what was the stadium renamed? Question 7, what is the best-selling fiction book of all time in the UK? The Hobbit, The Da Vinci Code, or 50 Shades of Grey? Question 8, in which county would you find Bolsover Castle and the Blue John Mine? Question 9, in entertainment, what is the longest running Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? And question 10, what O is the opposite of transparent? I'll give you a minute or two to just look through those just in case you don't understand what I'm saying, which is probably quite understandable. Okay then, answers. Question number 1. Which famous sporting event has Hugh Laurie competed in? Well, he was in the boat race. Question 2. On which street do Dursleys live in the Harry Potter series? That's Privet Drive. I'll take Privet. So I asked for street, but Privet Drive is the answer, but Privet I will take. Question 3. Which Beatles song was rumoured to be about LSD? Well, LSD was Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, hence the LSD. Question 4. Which senior British officer was depicted on the famous Your Country Needs You poster? Well, that was Lord Kitchener. Question 5. What is the highest mountain in England? That's Scafell Pike in the Lake District. I put after the 2012 London Olympics, what's the stadium name? Well, it was actually renamed the London Stadium. So it was a bit of a clue there. Question number 7. The best-selling fiction book of all time in the UK is The Da Vinci Code. Question 8. In which county would you find Bolsover Castle and the Blue John Mine? Well, they're in Derbyshire. Question 9. In entertainment was the longest-running Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? That is The Phantom of the Opera. And finally, what O is the opposite of transparent? Well, that's opaque. So here we go then. We ping the scores through again and see how we get on. So yeah, as I said tonight, there's we've got one more round, but no music tonight. I don't want to run foul of the YouTube police again. Otherwise, I'll be struck off. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. Okay, here we go then. Right. So Steve, Vid, good, 9, good score. Dave, whoa, Dave slipping 5, 24 total. Jill 7, well done, Jill. Linda 6, well done, Linda. 26. Scott 8, well done, Scott. 26. And Mick 7, 28. That's good. Okay. I think that's everyone. Gutted no music tonight. I thought you would be, Mick, because I know how much you look forward to it. But there you go. Right. Come round to that time again. So I just, before I put my okay, you'll see I've just put let's take the answers down now. Bring me back up. Okay, you'll see I've just put through thawed rows. So question 1, rearrange thawed rows to find a seaside town, and it's 2 words. So rearrange thawed rows to find a seaside town, and I'm looking for 2 words. So I'll give you a minute on that. I'll move on so you can have a little bit of time thinking about it. It shouldn't take too long. But too well. So anyway, question number 2. From which country does the Nestle food brand originate? So question 2, from which country does the Nestle food brand originate? Question number 3. Which author wrote the following books? Which author wrote the following books? Patriot Games, The Hunt for Red October, and Red Storm Rising. Yeah, I knew someone would mention that, Scott. I suppose everybody now should get the answer, if they haven't already done so. Question number 4. Fastest one before? Well, that's most of them before, probably. Question number 4. Which famous first did Louis Washkansky receive on December the 3rd, 1967? So question 4. Which famous first did Louis Washkansky receive on December the 3rd, 1967? Question number 5. In Only Fools and Horses, the place names written on the side of Del Boy's van are New York, Paris, and which other? In Only Fools and Horses, the place names written on the side of Del Boy's vans are New York, Paris, and which other place? Still on the Carling. Question number 6. No, it's getting bad tonight. Hypnophobia is the fear of what? Hypnophobia is the fear of what? Question 7. What word links dog, gear, and banana? What word links dog, gear, and banana? Question number 8. What is the name of the science of the study of time? What is the name of the science of the study of time? Question number 9. If a face was described as rugose, R-U-G-O-S-E, what would it be? Would it be weathered, warm, or wrinkled? So if a face was described as rugose, R-U-G-O-S-E, what would it be? Weathered, warm, or wrinkled? And finally, question number 10 tonight. What part of an insect's body joins its head to its body? So what's the name of it? What part of an insect's body joins its head to the body? What's it called? So here we go then. Quick recap on the questions. Question 1. Rearrange thawed rows to find a seaside town. 2 words. Question 2. From which country does the Nestle food brand come from? 3. Which author wrote the following books? Should be books. Patriot Games, The Hunt for Red October, and Red Storm Rising. Itch. Which famous verse did Louis Washkansky receive on December the 3rd, 1967? Question 5. In Only Fools and Horses, what other name was on the side of the van? New York, Paris, and where? Question 6. Hitlerphobia is the fear of what? That should be what word? Lynx, dog, gear, and banana. Question 8. What is the name for the study of the science of time? Question 9. If a face was described as rugose, what would it be? Weathered, warm, or wrinkled? And finally, what part of an insect's body joins its head to its body? As you can see, my typos are as good as ever, but sometimes I do these like midnight, so I have an excuse. And it's got what? No exclamation mark. That's that. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds. So there we go then. Rearrange thawed rows to find a seaside town. As Scott said, there's no exclamation mark, but it was Westward Ho. If I put the exclamation mark in, it would have been that much easier because it's the only town in the UK with one, I believe. Question 2. From which country does the Nestle food brand come from? That's Switzerland. Which author wrote the following books? Patriot Games, The Hunt for Red October, and Red Storm Rising. That was Tom Clancy. Question 4. Which famous verse did Louis Washkansky receive on December the 3rd, 1967? Well, he was the first heart transplant patient, so the answer was a heart. In Only Fools and Horses, what's the other name on the side of the van? It's New York, Paris, and Peckham. Question 6. Hypnophobia is the fear of sleep. 7. What word links dog, gear, and banana? That's top. 8. What is the name of the study of the science of time? That's chronology. If a face was described as rugose, what would it be? Whether warm or wrinkled? Well, it would be wrinkled. And it is the thorax that joins the head to the body. So there we go. That's your lot for tonight. There's me underneath all those questions. Get rid of those. And you got me back. Okay. So we wander through on the scores on this, and as I say, that'll be the end of tonight. Dave Jones. Here we go. Oh, Jill. Jill. Hurry. Total of 27. Day 5, total of 29. Mix 7, total 35. Croak under the pressure, 5 sorry, Steve. Well, there you go. 33. Linda 7, 33. And Scott 7, 33. Oh, well, okay. So, well done, Mick and Pauline, 35. Scott, Steve, and Linda all ended on 33. Dave 29, and Jill 27. Unlucky Jill, bit of a stinker of a last round for you, but unfortunately that's the way it is. Okay, folks. So we're going to continue this through July. So we've got another few weeks. Yeah. Don't know what's going to happen in August. Hopefully we might all be back in the club, and as James said, he wants to start the quizzes up again. Did suggest to him he held them in the big hall if he does it, because then we can have our social distancing without too many problems. There's nothing else going on in the club at the moment. Literally nothing. He may open the coffee shop up, but apart from that, that's all we have. So that's about it from me tonight. I will see you all next week, and in the meantime, glad you enjoy it still. Yeah, I try and give a reasonable range of questions, but obviously, Jill, it's wasn't your last round tonight, but you had a really good one. Anyway, thanks again, everybody. And as I say, I will be signing off now, and I will see you all next week. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you then. Right, I'm ending the stream now. Good night, everybody.